What I'm about to show you is going to totally blow your mind because it's very program intense. You're going to feel like a real diehard programmer once we, find out about the power of multiple sheets, working from sheet to sheet, manipulating the data, doing all kinds of neat stuff. And I'm going to introduce to you drop-down boxes that we can create from lists of things and, all kinds of neat stuff. But before we get to that, we got to get rid of our sample function and formulas there. And I'll go ahead and resize back to at least close to what our other height used to be. And let's go ahead and take a look at something really simple first. We know that I can, let's say, enter a value here, and I'm going to do electric guitar. And if I wanted to put that value in this cell, all I'd have to do is put an equal sign, click on the cell. It's going to reference G15, which is where that cell is. Hit enter, and I get it. So whatever this gets changed to, that one there also gets changed. Well, that's pretty neat. Sometimes it is handy, and it does come in handy for using that kind of thing on the same sheet. But more often than not, it's real handy to be able to pull data like this from another sheet. How do you do it? Simple. Let's go ahead and delete that, and I'll delete this as well. Let's head over to sheet 2. No, don't want it. Sheet 3, that's got stuff we already worked on. Sheet 4, that's the one we're looking for. Look at this seriously long list. I've got categories of different items and brands of different items. Well, if I go back to sheet 1, I can actually do the same thing. But the nice thing about this is we're going to learn how it's done. If I type equals, I can just head over to sheet 4. And let's click on that one right there. See the little marching ants marquee selection? I'll just hit the enter key. Blam! I get zapped right back to my sheet. And look what's there. Now, the beauty of this is it's not static text that's there. If I go back here, I could change it to electric guitar. All right, watch what happens when I go back to sheet 1. Whew, it says electric guitar. How does it know what's going on? Because it's pointing to that cell. And look at how it does it. Okay, same stuff except wherever our reference is, the preceding text is the sheet name with an exclamation mark. So I can reference any cell in any sheet just by following that same formula. The sheet name, an exclamation mark, and then the regular reference. So let's go back here and change this to electric guitar, fixing that. Go back to sheet 1, and there it is. What if we create another sheet and we name it something? So let's double click on this sheet. I'll just call it test. And in A1, I'll put this is a test. Let's go back to sheet 1. And let's see if our plan works. We'll click in this cell, equals, and I'm not going to do the clicking stuff, right? Because we know how to do it now. We know how to do it manually. Test, exclamation, A1. Boom. There it is. So we now have the power to grab data from any sheet that we want and put it wherever we want. Manipulate it, do whatever you want to do with it. What I'm going to show you how to do in the next video is build a list on one sheet and then be able to grab items from that list on a different sheet.